Adam had been walking for hours. Not running, not chasing anything, just walking. The desert stretched endlessly in every direction, quiet, empty, unforgiving. The sun sat high above him, not angry, not kind, just present. Every step felt heavier than the last. People often imagine deserts as dramatic places. Storms, screaming winds, sudden danger. But the real danger is silence, the kind that makes you talk to yourself. Adam wiped the sweat from his face and stopped. He looked behind him. Nothing. No footprints he could recognize, no landmark, no proof he was moving forward at all. Only sand. He laughed softly. Not because it was funny, but because quitting suddenly felt reasonable. This journey didn't start here. Months earlier, Adam had been sitting in a small rented room staring at an old map spread across his desk. It wasn't a famous map. No legends, no dramatic markings. Just a rough sketch passed down through a man his father once knew. A man who had spent his life searching and never finished. People told Adam the same thing again and again. It's probably nothing. Someone would have found it already. If it was real, why would it still be there? Adam never argued. He just kept looking at the map, because something about unfinished journeys bothered him. Not the treasure, the unfinished part. The desert was supposed to be the last stretch. According to the map, everything before this was preparation, learning the terrain, understanding the markers, surviving the easy parts. But the desert? That was the test. Not of strength, of patience. Adam checked his water bottle. Less than half. His body felt tight, dry, slow, and his mind started doing what minds do best when things get hard. You've gone far enough. No one would blame you for stopping now. You proved you tried. That word, tried, echoed louder than the wind. He hated it. He sat down on a small rock, pulling the map from his bag. The paper was worn now, edges soft from use. There was a marking he hadn't paid much attention to before. A small symbol near the end of the path. Not labeled. Just a rough shape. Adam frowned. Great, he muttered. Even the map gets vague at the end. He folded it back slowly. This was the point where most stories end. Not because the hero fails, because he decides to stop. No explosion, no dramatic defeat, just a quiet choice to turn around. Adam stood up, took one step forward, then stopped. His legs felt weak, not injured, just tired in a way rest wouldn't fix. The desert didn't care how close he was. It treated beginners and almost winners the same. Adam closed his eyes for a moment. He remembered something his father once said. Not as advice, just an observation. Most people don't quit because they can't go on. They quit because they're tired of not seeing results. Adam opened his eyes. That hit too close. He walked, slowly, one step, then another. The sun began to dip slightly, not enough to cool the air, but enough to change the shadows. And then he saw it. At first it looked like nothing. Just a slight irregularity in the sand, a shadow that didn't belong. Adam stopped. His heart picked up. He approached carefully. There, partially buried, was something solid. Stone. Not natural, not random. His breath caught. He dropped to his knees, brushing sand away with shaking hands. A flat surface emerged, then an edge, then a shape that matched the symbol on the map. Adam sat back, stunned. He laughed again, this time because his body didn't know what else to do. It wasn't a chest, it wasn't gold glittering in the sun. It was an old underground door, almost invisible unless you were standing right on top of it. Adam rested his forehead against the cool stone. If he had stopped earlier, if he had turned around when quitting felt logical, he would have walked right past this place without knowing. He pulled with both hands. The door resisted. Then slowly, painfully, it opened. A breath of cooler air rose from below. Adam waited a moment before climbing down. The space beneath was narrow, not claustrophobic, intentional. A ladder carved into stone led downward into darkness. Adam descended carefully. Each step echoed softly. At the bottom, a small chamber opened up. No grand hall, no dramatic glow. Just a quiet room carved into the earth. To the right, a narrow doorway. Adam stepped through, and there it was. Not piles of gold, not crowns or artifacts. A collection, carefully stored. Coins, tools, scrolls, objects wrapped in cloth. Enough to prove the journey was real. Enough to reward someone who refused to stop. Adam sat down on the stone floor. His hands trembled. Not from exhaustion now, but from relief. Not relief that he found treasure, relief that he didn't quit. Later, as he sat quietly in that underground room, Adam realized something important. The desert didn't almost stop him. His mind did. the doubts. This place wasn't protected by traps or guards. It was protected by time and the human tendency to walk away when results don't show up fast enough. Adam smiled to himself. Most people quit right before it works. Not because they're weak, but because they're human. And maybe that's the real treasure. Not what's waiting at the end, but who you become by refusing to stop. Friends, this story isn't really about a desert. It's about that moment in your life where nothing seems to change. And quitting feels reasonable. If this story made you think, like the video and subscribe to the channel. And remember, sometimes the only difference between failure and success is one more step.